I have a lot of opinions on the Xros 6, but I feel cooped up in my office, so we're going outside.
These videos are educational in nature and are designed to help people over 21 who smoke cigarettes switch to a less harmful alternative.
Okay, first things first. It's 96 millimeters long, 3 mil capacity. It's 24 millimeters this way. It's 14 millimeters this way. I've got an adjustable airflow on that side, and I got USB-C for charging and an action button on this side. Dirty Kitchen Scale says this is 75 grams, so not super hands-free. Bit of a fingerprint magnet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 always turns it on. 1, 2, 3 lets me adjust it between normal, power, eco. I've left it on normal. Battery level indicator across the top, puff counter across the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That locks the button so I don't accidentally do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4 unlocks it. 1, 2 gets me to this menu where I can change the theme. I can prime the coil. I can adjust the power. That power mode option basically lets me switch between pressing this 3 times to adjust the power or giving it 2 quick drags to adjust the power. These feel like, I don't know, meaningless innovations. If we get back into this menu, we can go into the settings, and oh man, there's stuff in here. Motion, this lets me turn on and off the animations. There are a few different themes I can choose from. Stars, pink, race, power save, exit, basic, balloon, disc, stars. Pink's got no animations. It's going through the priming the coil feature right now, and I've done this with the 2 pods that I'm using currently. It does seem to prime the coil really quickly. I can vape it right away after this process is done. It only takes 1 minute. I don't know what exactly it's doing in there. It felt kind of ultrasonic for a second, but I'm really not sure. All I know is that it absolutely works. I can turn quick draw on and off. I just turned it off. Apparently I had it on this whole time. When quick draw is on, it lets me use puffs to get to the menu. What is that? Why? Who asked for that? They both have a pretty nice little satiny swirly finish that I also have a lot of opinions about. That's all. Normal view, go there now. Here's the thing. I'm going to say all the nice things about the Xros 6 right now. Look, this is the most updatedest, the newest, the most techiest Xros that exists so far. 3 mil capacity, 1800 mAh. That's nothing to blow your nose at. This has a slightly bigger screen than the Xros 5. It's got some new animations compared to the Xros 5. It's got some new features that I can control with quickly puffing on it, which, again, who asked for this? At no point have I ever been vaping a Xros and thought, boy, you know, I wish I could adjust the wattage by quickly tooting on this. I do like the bigger battery, and I do like being able to keep track of my puffs, but dollar for dollar, I think I'm going to go for the Xros Mini every time. 5 Mini, 6 Mini, Mini every time. And I guess my biggest gripe with these now is it feels like the Xros 5.1 to me. This doesn't feel like the next generation of Xros to me at all. It's still nice. It's still great. The fit and finish, still really perfect. The consistency of the Xros coils, in my opinion, are almost unmatched. But we haven't seen any big changes from Vaporesso regarding the Xros stuff. Feels like they've kept dual mesh out of it. We're up to 3 mil capacity, but other than that, it's still just kind of the same. Still very consistent, but still kind of just the same. I mean, the flavor on the Xros pods is great. We're way over 1,000 puffs. It's still wildly crispy. It's still wildly enjoyable. I know these pods are going to go the distance. I guess I just wish that the full number increments felt like an actual next generation from the prior number increment. And I guess my last gripe with the Xros 6 before I hand out any banana stickers is, look, I really like this finish, but sometimes, especially on the Mini where there's no screen, sometimes this finish kind of makes it feel like there's liquid on it, even though there's never any liquid on it. It just has like a weird slippery finish. It's just satiny and slippery. And for the hands-free people, both of these can easily do hands-free. I find the Xros pods are pretty easy to do hands-free. But if we're going to talk about that, we're going to have to talk about how sometimes, occasionally, I will bite so hard on a Xros tip that I will bite through the tip. I'm not going to ding it for that because I don't think they're intending for these to be bitten as much as I'm biting them, but I bite through the tip. It does lead to leaking. It does lead to weird airflow because now air's coming in where it's not supposed to. I think the Xros 6, both the full size and the Mini, are going to get 8 banana stickers. That seems fair. I feel like I'm getting 8 banana stickers worth of vape enjoyment from this. Like I said, the Xros pods are delicious, flavorful, good, consistent pods. This is the 6th version of the Cross, and the most innovation that I can see is great. We have a 3 mil capacity now, and look, that auto priming feature is nice and works. I'm hoping that the inevitable Cross 7 gives us a little bit more of a technological leap from the 6 to the 7 than we got from the 5 to the 6. I guess even outside it's easy to ramble, so I'm going to stop myself and say I'm never going to tell you where these can be picked up, purchased, or otherwise acquired, and I will never be able to tell you the full retail price because YouTube hates us. It is Vaporesso priced. Also, if you're a human and you have lungs and you're smoking cigarettes, you should stop smoking and start vaping, and literally all the science says so. There is a world of less harmful nicotine products out on the market. In the description of this video, I'm putting links to Just Science, Just Education. This has been a GrimmGreen video. Outside even. Let's stay cigarette smoke free every single day. Come on. I know you can do it.
It's like 10:30 and I'm just gonna smoke, so